Hello everybody and welcome to the 4th annual Union Tournament. This is the pre-tournament Union Flex Start, the back 9. We are your commentators. I am Julian.
And I'm Justin, and it looks like we're almost out of stock footage of you and I. They're getting down to the bottom of the barrel on that one.
I think
Dab!
so. Oh baby, just misses it. And we're going to get right into this. So after the front 9, Sandi Hendel was +5, so she's on our card here. 3 years as a pro and from St. Thomas, Ontario. She is currently rated 920.
That's a good rating. Martin Hendel, everyone knows who he is. The magician with the sunglasses, 2 down in really ridiculous conditions, is phenomenal right now. Also from St. Thomas because his sister is Sandi. And yeah.
We have Thomas Gilbert.
Speaking of St. Thomas, Julian.
St. Thomas himself, the Tom Bomb, Thomas Gilbert, +2 so far after the front 9. He is from Toronto, Ontario. You might recognize that as Ontario's capital.
Very nice geography reference. And Mitch Saunders holding his own on this very tough card, I imagine. I'd be very nervous playing with these people. Part of the Prodigy Street team and AM Division in 2019. Not quite sure where he's from.
St. Thomas. He's from St. Thomas
just kidding.
as well.
I read that.
Oh.
Here we go. Heading into hole 10. I am trying to remember. I think this is that tough. Yeah, it's going to be tough. For
All
sure.
of them are tough.
All of them are tough.
Condition.
I'm just trying to picture the hole in my head, and it's kind of fun. Yep, this is the one I was thinking of.
So, hole 10 is a par 3, 354 feet. And what's the play here, Justin?
I never had a good play. All 3 times I played this, I went forehand out wide just to save a par. The play is really something long and straight up the middle here in this very tight gap. With maybe for these players, maybe a fairway driver, have it flip to flat and just kind of sit nestled here on this near the basket or in if you can. But you got to keep it right down the pipe.
Yeah, and you want
Marty is showing us that line, and then it's very low ceiling you see here, and this is looking really good.
Yeah, that's a great shot, and he's still going to be in circle 2, but really a great shot choice there.
Mini stamp Shrike maybe look like to me.
And Sandi going with the lefty line around the outside.
So that's where I'd play my forehand too. Well, actually, she got in a better spot than I did both times. And then I just kind of pitch over and try and save a par because nobody wants to putt when the wind is like this.
No, absolutely not. Let's see what the Tom Bomb does with this forehand. That is far.
And sailing into the tree. Okay. Oh, my God. So that's what I was trying to do.
What a shot.
No, I wasn't. I'm lying. I was never trying to do that. I was trying to get a par. And he is going for birdie, and that's a beautiful forehand.
I think Mitch is going to go with a low hard backhand here.
Get a good kick. Okay, that's a good kick. One of the rounds I had a card mate have a kick directly into that forest. Oh. It was tough.
And that's some nasty
stuff over there.
Great up from Mitch.
Very nice. Mitchell showing no signs of slowing down this very good round for an amateur player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely holding his own, especially if the people he's on a card with are practiced. They've been on camera before. Good
to see Sandi's wearing these pants still because I like them. Your pants, if I remember
surprised
correctly.
She didn't actually change them between hole 9 and 10.
Yeah, we changed. We're not wearing Christmas sweaters right now, so I'm not sure why she didn't get the notice on the wardrobe change.
And Marty's going with the step putt.
Sit down. It's hard to say how close that hazard is. It's hard to tell from here. I don't ever remember it being a factor when I played it.
No, maybe on this putt though.
Yeah. Oh, bar down.
Beautiful.
Great putt. That's a huge birdie. I imagine, actually, let me look at the stats here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was only birdied 14 times, and that's it, 14 times.
That's a field out of 716 people, too, so.
No, yeah, you're right. It was parred once right there by Mitch. Actually, no, hang on here, twice maybe. Wait, what's Sandi going to get?
I believe Sandi is also putting in a par here.
Those are the only 3 pars. 14
go.
birdies, 6 aces, and I believe it was playing as the first easiest.
Yep, that was a very well-played hole, not for this card.
No.
If it's the first easiest.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1 birdie, 3 pars. Really, you can't expect much better. That is a difficult hole with the low ceiling for the backhand player and the wide angle for the forehand or lefty players.
Yep, 3 pars and a birdie is fine. A very good birdie for Thomas on that big forehand. That's a good. I'm glad I got to see him take that shot.
Mm-hmm. And he's only 3 back now of the lead here.
Yeah. So if I'm not joking around about the stats, sponsored by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sick. I would say that this is probably the easiest hole in the course, if not like one of them. It has to be one of them.
Yeah, it's a par 4, only 504 feet, which is even reachable for a lot of amateur players. Mm-hmm. I know because I missed my birdie putt from just under those low-hanging branches on the left there. Mm-hmm.
Did you throw a roller by chance? I forget.
No, I didn't.
Someone else did.
Yeah.
So Thomas looks like he's going to go wide here.
I think he might go for it.
Okay, no, so that's a good shot. All you need to do is crest that hill with some... Okay, all right. So that's what we're saying. It's a par 4 that plays pretty easily. I guess the challenge to this shot is that initial gap is a low ceiling directly in front of you, and it's maybe 15 feet wide right there.
And I thought
Marty's got the height on that shot that you need.
Oh, beautiful. I thought that actually might have been Amanda when we were walking up to it, but oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
What a shot.
That's a great shot. But you're seeing now why this hole isn't really that hard.
Let's see what Sandi does.
This is going to flex out nice. Yeah, anything. Even at that hill, Julian, it's a 200-foot upshot. It's not that hard. And Sandy's left herself a good lefty angle to that basket.
Yeah, great spot.
See if Mitch can follow suit. Very deliberate walk up.
He's throwing with his right hand, though, so he's going a little different than Sandi.
Mm-hmm. Good call. And that's what I was saying. So this is, even there, as long as he's not behind that tree, you've got a play to the basket. Hundo P.
And there is the basket right there. Everyone have a peek.
It's red like the other ones. And that's a squatting cameraman back there. I love that position. Looks like Jeff, maybe.
Let's see what
He's getting down and dirty for that shot.
Uh-oh. That is taken by the headwind there.
Yep, headwind Encarnacion, I like to call it.
The wind was absolutely ripping at this point.
It was. And was it a head? Yeah, it was heady.
It was a headwind
Yeah,
here,
that's right.
Yeah, and I remember that for the next hole especially.
Oh, gosh. Yes. Let's not get into it. But now Sandy's might blow real quick to the right. It looked like a bit of a cross there.
Well, hits that tree and falls down. She'll be just outside circle 1 likely.
Yeah, and I noticed Thomas has donned the hood there. It must be really windy. He doesn't want to get his... Oh, never mind. It's off again. Maybe it blew off. And
you know
he's got his pig there. That is a tough putt.
Yeah.
You want to be closer for sure from that spot.
Mm-hmm.
See if Marty can have a good... after Mitch pitches over here, see if Marty can have a good step at eagle.
Yeah, we're not even at Marty's drive yet.
No, we're not. Oh!
Mitch
aggressive,
runs it.
And he bumps Gilbert's disc out of the way. Not very courteous by Mitchell.
And I like the graphics on the bottom there showing what throw they're on at this point, possibly.
Yes, they are.
Or just who we're playing at this point. So we got Martin pitching up. That's a smart play with this headwind. Yeah,
I'm still looking at the graphics, trying to figure out what you're saying.
Nothing.
Oh, the gray.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It just shows you who's throwing at this point.
Oh, I like that. I don't think I've ever noticed that. Cool. Nice layup from Sandi. That'll be a par, I think.
Yes.
Thomas with the birdie.
Air
ball. Uh-oh.
He's got a bit of a knee knocker coming back.
Hasn't looked really good with the flat stick today. Is a ball golf term. Oh, no, it's Mitch. Mitch kind of lays up. Not meaning to, obviously.
It's because you were talking through his putt.
I always do that. All right, come on, Thomas. Yeah, what he does not want is to have a shot as close as his was to the basket and take a bogey. I'd call that an eaglogie.
Eaglogie.
Yeah, it'd be like an eagle bogey.
A bogle?
Because birdogies are very...
A beagle?
Beagle. Well, eagle is first, and an easy birdie for Marty. And because you go from eagle to bogey, so it'd have to be an eaglogie, which is a very easy word to say, obviously. Mitch kind of dumps his into the basket for the bogey, and Sandi will get a par.
Yeah, and the results aren't showing the distance on that hole. So it is an easy par 4 being 500 feet, but the wind here
I should have said conditions aside, maybe. Yeah, it's an easy hole. It's kind of a rainbow effect on that card. Our lone amateur gets the bogey, unfortunately. Mitch, he had a putt there for par, and then we got 2 pars and a bird for Martin.
Yeah, and Martin gets the stroke back from Thomas from that last hole.
Yes, obtaining, on this card at least, a 4-stroke lead.
KJ USA can throw that straight, I could probably throw it about 100 feet and it'll go 200 feet to the left for me.
Yes, sir. I was going to say, it looked like he kind of let go early, to be honest. He didn't commit to that shot, that practice shot for the cameras. As we go into a hole with a significant drop, again, similarly to 5, and this path is out of bounds. So anytime you're throwing down at a basket with a headwind, such as they had today, with this out of bounds directly behind the basket. This is a touchy shot, and you can see Mr. Hendel's clothing kind of rippling around there from the wind. As he goes straight at it, Julian.
And that is a very, very precise shot if you can make it work.
That's great. That's really good.
That is a difficult shot to make in these conditions.
I remember throwing a Justice Heiser, backhand Heiser, as hard as I could. Kind of like that, but way wider because I was so afraid of it going long.
And I think you still went about 60 feet long, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, that was an ace run, and it stays in. Great shot from Thomas with that. I think it's his pig, probably.
Yeah, likely. Let's see what Sandi does. She's throwing
Frisbee. It's a Frisbee.
Oh, is it? Whammo brand. She is sponsored by Whammo.
This is a great shot, too. Oh my, Sandi.
Perfect. Great shot.
CTP.
I think, well, there's still Mitch here.
No pressure, Mitch. Very deliberate wind-up. I like that.
I know. I actually put it out of bounds on my putt on this one.
I remember that.
I was 15 feet away from the basket and just totally airmailed it over the basket.
And Mitch is forced to make a decision here whether he runs this or not. And if I'm him, I'm trying to get it up close to the basket. Like that.
Yeah, smart play.
Yep. A smay.
Take the tap-in par with your smay.
Yes.
I just may. How about we lay down by the bay?
What do you say?
Oh,
that's going to go OB.
Oh, good.
Well, I mean, no lack of want on that putt, which is great. But I think he does for sure has a tougher par putt, Julian.
Yeah, and he's going to be putting again. I think he's still away.
Straddling. Those branches must be dangling in his face. In your face, Marty. Yeah. Ooh. And that's the birdogey we spoke about. Those are tough.
It's a lot easier to say than eglogie as well. So
yeah.
Although Thomas with that ace run could count as an eglogie.
Yep.
Until he puts this putt in for birdie.
Right. So no.
Knock on wood.
Hello.
Who's there?
Sandi with a great bird.
Perfect. You know, she's playing solid as well here.
Bag on birdie. Those are always good.
Risky play, but he knows it's a flex start.
Not for Gilbert. He has a long reaching, just kind of from 10 feet he can drop it in pretty much. Mitch takes his par, and on to the next. So some unfortunate putting woes there for Martin. And a couple birds for Sandi and Thomas. Great. And Thomas gets another stroke back on Marty. Two of them, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So the other two-stroke difference. Now, we don't know, because it's a flex start, what's happening with the other cards. Mm-hmm. So all we can assume for now is that, judging by this card, Martin is leading by 2. And this is another must get.
Yeah, going into hole 13. This is a par 4, 603 feet. Easy distance for the long bombers, Thomas and Martin. Sandi and Mitchell could easily birdie this as well, I think, with their distance. Mm-hmm. What's the play here, Justin?
Long and straight. There's no OB to speak of really off the side. You can kind of get in trouble with trees on the left and trees on the right, I guess, kind of. But you just want to get down and trying to stay on that ball golf fairway. It's Thomas is going to turn over, and he hates it. And he's going to have to hope for a really good kick here. I didn't see it come down. Also, I'm going to speak to our graphics team. There it is. Wow, that took like 8 minutes to come down. The graphics team had it as 25 kilometer an hour winds when it was showing the whole stats. That is incorrect. There's no way.
It could be miles per hour, and they just didn't do the conversion.
Right. This is True North Disc Golf, Julian, in Canada. So we gotta get that conversion down pat. As Sandi, to answer your question, throws the shot you want.
Yes, a great shot right to the middle. She'll have a look at the basket, and being a lefty, she can play a nice safe hyzer over that bunker.
Oh, that's kind of what Thomas did, but a little lower, and so the thing is, they can both still kind of make an attack at the green from there. It's not that far of a shot. Marty's getting serious with this one.
Oh, he is playing the wind hard. Look at that.
I wonder if that's that Wraith. Now, this is a bit high, so he could fade potentially to those trees that I was talking about. Nope, he's in the middle of the fairway and probably 100 feet from the basket.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he played the wind, a big, big flex shot.
Sorry to doubt you, sir.
You can apologize. Oh, no.
Bardowski.
Yeah, you want to avoid doing stuff like that when you're under the trees. Unfortunately, it's...
Oh, look at that cool glove. Remember those gloves? Mitchell's wearing gloves with the fingertips exposed. I like that. That's cool.
That's how you maintain your grip.
Throws it basically into the ground. It's going to get some ground play, but he's not going to be totally happy with that from there, I would think.
Yeah, he's playing for par at this point.
Yeah, from there. I don't think he would have been on that shot, but now he's just going to say, how can I get an easy par here? And Mitch, speaking of easy pars, is not going to have that unless he throws a beauty here.
He's too
He's
far
gonna
away.
try and make an easy bogey, hopefully, unfortunately for Mitchell. And the sand traps do come into play here on the left. They can really, especially for Sandy here, or a forehand, a right-hand forehand.
Oh, that needs to get down over them, hopefully.
I think it will.
And
Yo,
I
great
should never
shot,
have doubted
Sandy.
that was perfect.
Does she only have that yellow disc?
I think so. As far
I mean, it's all she needs, obviously. Marty from prime position here. That's a dangerous turnover shot from there. He must really understand that putter, because I mean, in those conditions, to throw that type of turnover with the putter like that with the hazard on the left is
Well, that's his play. He throws.
Ballsy.
He throws the soft Anheuser's so well.
nose up Anheuser's all day, and he is so accurate with them. As that's going to be a par for Thomas. He took his lumps, and that's good for him. That's why he's a 10-something rated player. Yeah.
It's a tough spot
Hopefully
for the
he
basket.
has a putt there for that bogey, because you want to be... He hasn't shown us a forehand either. I would have gone for a forehand myself there, so maybe he doesn't have that in his bag yet. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. And you can see the wind
Yeah.
just pulled that way to the left there.
Airmailed.
Yeah, and that's the tough part with the pitch putt. When you go soft and slow like that, the wind can just eat it.
Oh, goodness gracious. And Sandy with a tough putt, tough miss there, and yeah, that'll hurt. She could have had a bird again.
But you know
She said something. She was making her hand a puppet or something, maybe. Oh,
I shouldn't have missed that putt.
I don't know if that's quite what she sounds like.
well, no, that
Sounded
was
more
her.
like
That was her.
Kermit the Frog?
That was her.
Puppet voice.
Was that her
Kermit the
Kermit the
Frog.
Frog
Yeah.
impression?
Kermit the Frog
And-
here.
Yeah. And Marty gets his birdie, saying, "Hey sis, that's how you make a birdie putt." So hopefully there's no hard feelings at the Christmas dinner table for them.
Yeah, I think she's going to make him walk home after this round.
I mean, it's pretty close, at least. So an unfortunate par for the independent Sandi Hendel, and by handle I mean Hendel, yes relation to Martin, as he got his birdie, and Tommy Gilberto with a par, and then that tough double for Mitch. That was tough. And a completely interruption-free Prodigy ad there. That was great.
No subliminal messaging at all from either of the commentators. Hole
Agreed.
14, par 3, 402 feet.
God, I hate this hole.
This is one of the tougher holes. It is situated just behind the bunkers there, the basket. It's over this pathway. The road on the right is out of bounds.
The road going across is out of bounds, which I found out the hard way. I had to play two shots because I disagreed with that rule.
Disc agreed.
I agreed because I ended up right between those pillars there. So the play here is a nice straight shot out to the right, have it flip to flat. Okay, you know what, Marty, this is the play, so watch this. No! Goodness. Okay, so
Almost the play.
that's the shot shape that you want. It's a pump. I mean, 402 feet might not be a lot for these guys, but it's a very specific shot. And you don't want to turn something over because you're OB.
Yeah, and
That looked like a Firebird again, but I really don't want to say it was because that's in the sand trap as well.
oh, yeah. And that's a bomb to get there, too.
Mm-hmm. And Sandy's going to throw at this Honda Civic and red pickup truck.
She's hoping to take out the tail lights.
Yeah.
Or possibly just get it nice and close for an easy...
Get off that path. Get off that path. Okay, good.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of at a distance where some bigger throwers wouldn't really necessarily affect their shots, but like players like myself, Sandy, maybe Mitch, it's kind of at a distance where you're like, if I throw something... Oh, God, that's out of
Oh, no.
bounds.
Get down, get down. That's across the road.
Oh, and he threw it faster than 60, clearly. Speeding joke. Oh, he's dancing up to this shot, and this is a tough shot from there. He's got to get past all these trees.
And you know what?
Wonderful shot, Mitchell.
Great shot.
Great recovery.
So he's going to save his bogey there. And that is a tough shot he just made.
Yeah, this is one of those holes where I conceded a bogey. Like, try to obviously par it, but I'm like, if I bogey it, I'm fine with that. Just don't let it get out of hand. As Sandy throws a great upshot, too, and hopefully she can figure out that mental mistake from the last hole and put that putt home.
Yeah, we're not going to see any birdies here with these two hazard putts. Oh,
See that floaty nose up putt? He's so good at those.
and he clipped the top of the basket, too,
Yeah.
with that big hill in the way.
Maybe that's why it went nose up, so you can get a little bit of lift just to kind of avoid that the lip there. Oh, that looked good. So this hole eating up the pros like I thought it might. Stats in front of me, this was the hardest hole out of the 37 holes.
Oh, no. And that's a big reason why.
Thomas. You know, it's funny because you know these guys are all and girls are great putters, okay? It's amazing what wind can do to your brain.
And also baskets that you're not used to. I mean,
Baskets, color, whatever. There's a whole bunch of factors, but the top pros don't let that affect their game.
speaking of top pros, Sandi Hendel, one of the top FPO players in Canada, with the
Yes.
lone par on this hole.
Did we mention? I'm not sure if we mentioned it last round. I'll do it again because it's worth mentioning. Sandy was it the female rookie of the year 2 years ago?
Yes.
In the
Yes, she was.
PDGA? That's monstrous. That's a very prestigious honor. A lot of great women in the world, so that's cool. And Sandy takes the box. Speaking of Sandy being awesome, takes the box from these three young gentlemen, and she'll be throwing first on the next hole, Julian. Double bogey and a couple of other bogeys.
Yeah, and she gained 2 on Thomas there, so he's only 2 strokes ahead of her. Still very easily catchable.
Sandy's putting it together here. Speaking of elevation,
This hole is a massive, massive drop-off. The basket is situated down at the bottom of the hill towards that footbridge there and the hydro pole. 330 feet, but it plays more like 130.
1 foot, yeah.
You just want to let it go, especially with that
kick it with
wind.
your foot, and should get to the circle one. So the play here would be actually it'll be similar to what Sandy throws. Do you want to throw a big right hand forehand or lefty backhand like that out wide? That's going to flip too much. You want something stable and just have it knife back to the basket because I'm not
Is
sure
that
if that's OB.
in bounds?
No,
that's
okay.
OB.
Because I was going to say on the right side of the basket, all those trees down there are not OB. It's just a tough spot to get to, but you're not taking a stroke as that river back there is.
Yeah, and potential lost discs
Okay,
there
so
too.
I don't want to talk about it right now because I'm trying to think, were we on camera or not? Jeez, that's a great shot. Yeah, in the tournament the following day, the actual tournament for this,
Yep.
Marty threw the same shot and just went a bit long into the pond.
Oh no.
And this is the safe bailout play. Throw something stable and just kind of get yourself down there and make your par attempt. And Thomas is going to throw us that Firebird I was telling you about, the overstable right-hand forehand.
It's such a cool hole.
It's beautiful and it's stunning. Like the nature around it, it's just gorgeous, visually appealing.
And the other tough part that you can't really tell is that you can't see the basket from the tee.
At all, yeah. Like we had, usually we'd have someone run up ahead to kind of spot where the disc went. Sandy throwing a hyzer to the basket. Hopefully it gets nice and close, and that's going to sit, hopefully.
Yeah, she's got a putt.
Julian
Away
went
from the water.
Julian went up an octave, so it was kind of close to water there. Hopefully Mitch can have some touch like Sandy did there.
Yeah, he
Get
seems,
down. Nice shot.
I was gonna say, he seems to run everything. He's got the distance dialed in for the basket. So
Yeah. He's shown some great play today.
He is
I'm
not laying up.
impressed. Thomas with a
putt.
birdie.
Great putt. Huge bird after that double bogey on the last hole.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a bad putt like he had on the... Oh, we got a replay here.
Yeah, we do.
Look at Jeff, the cameraman. True North Disc Golf himself in the background.
Ooh, just under the edge.
Yep, great catch by the basket. I think it
Beautiful.
would have been caught on any basket personally, but great putt for Thomas. Jilly Bean, like I like to call him.
Chili bean?
No, I just made that up. No, I just looked at his last name and thought it kind of sounds like that. Nope, no, it
Nope,
doesn't.
it
Okay.
doesn't.
I'll never call him that again. Sandy with a par. Pierogi, was what I said. Pierogi, because I
You forgot about the OB stroke at the beginning.
pierogi.
That's a good one. I like
I
that.
know it just kind
Pierogi.
of happened, and I really do like it.
And Mitch settling for
par.
the simple par, no
Oh.
Ogie.
I'm not sure what that face was about. Maybe that putt almost didn't go in. It looked good to me, Mitch. Or is he maybe making like a weird whistle sound with his
Like,
mouth? Yeah, because normally you put a bottle there, not just do it with your mouth.
Yeah,
so that
that's
looks
true.
strange. Thomas and Martin. This is why they're the top pros in Canada, getting great birdies on that hole. Sandy with the unfortunate OB stroke, still collected her bogey, pierogi. And Mitch Saunders, great par. He played the hole exactly as he tried to, so that's great.
And big shout out to the St. Thomas Golf and Country Club for every year putting on this tournament, or at least letting us put on the tournament.
Yeah.
Letting Colin put on the tournament.
Yes. And Bob Harris, too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful course. If you ever are out there and get the chance to play, just play it. It's awesome.
And if you're an American watching this, talk to Zach Milton, because the first year this tournament was on, Zach came and played it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. So an American Touring Pro coming up is great. And this is an easier hole, Julian. 294. Obviously, the stream is OB. Now, there's some blue flags here that don't mean anything. It's just water is OB. That's it. Right-hand players are going to want to throw a forehand. I'm going to say Marty's going to throw a disgusting, probably putter shot right at it. But you're going to see probably a forehand from Thomas, and then Sandi will throw a lefty hyzer.
Oh, wow. Look at the touch on that.
It's crazy.
Why would you throw a turnover near the river? Because he's just so perfect at them.
Oh, gosh. And it was long.
Holy cow.
He's got a death putt back, actually.
I don't think there's a single disc I would trust to throw like that. That's
I was
amazing.
just thinking that. That's a really good way of describing it. And Thomas throws it nice and wide like you're supposed to, but this has to get down and not skip in. And that's parked.
So he has a bit of a headbanger on the way down and back up.
I'm not even sure if he can reach that far down. He's so tall. But he'll be fine for that birdie.
I'm sure someone will tap it in for him.
Yes. And Mitch going with that backhand, too. This looks really nice as well.
And see, that's a more common play for a backhand player.
Yeah.
To go...
Something that you know can't turn over and go into that water.
Yeah.
That's true. Great shot. He's got a circle's edge putt.
Worth mentioning as well is that this is a tailwind here, so...
Oh, was it? Yeah.
That turnover
you're right.
for Martin is that much tougher. And great shot by Sandi.
Yep, she's got about 25 feet left. Hopefully she can connect for that birdie putt.
Yeah, I think those blue flags mean it's like warning, water nearby.
Ah. Oh, yeah, because they're blue.
We are not OB, Nobi.
Not Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nobi one?
Oh, God. Star Wars reference.
No more.
Par Binks?
Some more. Oh. Great layup by Mitch.
Oh, yeah, that's 100% tailwind putt. You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyler. That's the camera kid. Good job. He's got his
Wave
gloves
to the
on.
people.
Oh,
Perfect.
He likes Honda Civics.
Warm up your hands to the people.
Yep. Well, we all saw that, Tyler. Let's see if Martin can have this comebacker go in for him.
Oh! That's the nose up. You hit the rim like that, and it's going to bounce in.
And it looks like his hands were cold, and it just worked enough, Marty.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, good. I want to see this replay and just see how close it was to not going in.
You can see he pushes down on the back of it when he's putting, and just to kind of get that
nose up,
nice straight
floaty nose
gentle
up,
nose up.
He told me he putts with understable discs for that reason, which is, I mean, if you know your game that well.
Yeah, and he clearly knows his discs.
Yeah, 4 down. Jeez.
Great par from Mitch and Tom. Oh! He almost got his teeth.
Was that me? What am I doing back there? Maybe our round finished. I was just walking behind Adam there. Was I spectating them at this
I
point?
think you just like being on camera.
That's actually true.
Focus in.
Hi.
Par for Sandi and Mitch. Birdies for Martin and Thomas. They are gaining the strokes back here. That's after hole 16. We only have 2 left, so Thomas has some catching up to do and not a whole lot of time to do it.
No, but we've got a monster left on 18 after this one. This hole is 387, which is actually very far. But it's the opposite of all the elevation we've had. It's down, down, downhill, 100%. Sorry, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say uphill. So 387 playing more like 450, probably 470. It's an absolute full-blown crush to get there, and then you got all this weird schnarby stuff all around the basket. So let's see if Marty can get up there. I can't get over, like I've watched a lot of disc golf, I cannot get over how different elevation looks on camera. This looks like nothing. It looks flat.
It's straight uphill.
It is ridiculously uphill.
Figuratively a cliff.
Wait. Okay. I thought literally. Big hyzer. That's dangerous in this wind, but Tom is showing us.
He's showing us.
Man.
I can throw far. I'm just going to hyzer it all the way up this hill, which is
those first 2 drives, you guys.
270 feet elevation.
Yeah. Those first 2 drives were massive. And Mitch might show us the more human play here. It's a good-looking shot. Mm-hmm. Yep, so 100 feet left, maybe 80. Just kind of get to some point on the hill where you can at least see the basket and then hopefully obtain your par.
Yep.
Okay, the yellow disc, but this one had a stamp on it, so it's not the same disc, Julian. And she's dancing the chicken dance for some reason.
Saying,
oh, she was
fly
saying,
like the chicken.
She was saying
disc.
up.
Fly.
Do chickens fly?
Yep.
Like, not very well, though, right?
Mediocre.
Then in that case, I'm going to make a disc called the chicken.
They fly better than emus. Penguins.
Okay.
Ostriches.
Your bird knowledge is astounding at this point. except for on the disc golf course. Boom!
Oh.
And a nice layup from Mitchell. He's got about 18 feet left. And Marty, he's feeling that from that last hole, Julian. And this basket looks not too straight.
I think it was just the camera angle. I think the cameraman was standing on one foot there.
He actually is. Look back there. He's got a tilt in his foot.
Oh, definitely not going to blame the basket, which, yeah, it's definitely a little bit of an angle on it.
Yeah. It was the right side, though.
Yeah, tough putt.
Hopefully Mitch can make this par putt. Oh,
no.
goodness. That's a tough one.
Yeah, and it was getting cold at this point.
I don't think he's looked up yet still until Sandy's just went in. Nice par for Sandy, and that's a tough one for Mitch.
Jeff was happy about it in the background.
He's always happy. He's always smiling. I love disc golf. Oh, there's me. What am I even doing? Just standing beside Tyler for no reason?
I think you're actually just trying to get your mustache on camera.
Yeah, that was cool. I do like Movember for that reason. Also, the money that they raise for Men's Health.
Yes.
Couple of pars, I think 3, and an unfortunate bogey. That should have been a par Binks frame, which will be my new coin phrase for all things par.
And everyone will hate it.
No.
Yeah.
You love Star Wars. I'm doing it for you. I don't even know much about Star Wars at all.
Yeah, but no one likes.
Oh,
Par.
because he talks weird?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. As I said, 3 pars, which is not uncommon on that pump uphill, and a tough bogey as Mitch put himself in position to save that par, but had a pierogi instead.
So here is the monster. So what is the play here? Hole 18, 1,089 feet. Explain.
Far, then far. Then far once more, then far, and hopefully have a putt. So this was a tailwind this day, and I threw my most understable roller disc on a hyzer, and it just flipped up to flat and went nice. It did not want to turn over. It was a great shot, but that's how I was trying to describe how much of a tailwind it was.
I am not fond of this hole, and that's only because I don't throw very far.
Right.
But
Speaking of far,
Martin and Thomas, I think, will show me how to play
that's
it.
the shape of the shot. Try not to turn something over too much, and with that tailwind, that probably helped it out. And that is down there. He got a good 460 on that shot. So
Holy cow.
yeah. Geese taking in the action over there.
And I'm excited to see what Thomas does here. I didn't walk back and watch this card like
Oh,
you
I did. I watched this. That's right. I can't say anything. This is pumped.
That's still in the air, everyone.
Oh, and that's 100 feet past Martin's, who
wow.
also threw far. No, it's not. It's fine. I think. Did it roll? I couldn't tell.
I think he's safe.
And this just has to sit. Hopefully it doesn't get a big skip into those trees. That'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Didn't
great
get too
spot.
much forward progression there, but this hole, guys, is super, super long.
Yeah, even your furthest throw, once you get to
It looks
the
stupid.
disc,
You're like, what? Did I even throw it?
that's like
That just got tailwinded.
Yeah, and you just got to be happy with wherever it lands as long as you're in the middle.
And you're not near some black random post.
Oh, jeez.
He has 6 more of those to get to the basket. That's literally how far this hole is. And then the uphill basket at the end, we didn't even get to that part yet to talk about, is very uphill.
That's such an unfortunate position for that pole to be in. But
For the pole or for Mitchell? The pole, that's probably where it wants to be.
no, both. It can be two things.
Right.
And Mitchell is catching up to Martin's throw, I believe, there. I think he was on the side of the hill.
Was he? Yeah, maybe. No, I forget. Yeah, what's his name? Thomas Gilbert threw a disc, so.
Oh, it could have been that one.
Yeah, maybe. I think it has Thomas Gilbert Canada stamp on it. I couldn't really tell. I always try and look before they throw, but my eyes aren't as good as they once were, Julian.
Yeah, good forward progression from Sandy there. And Mitchell is up again.
Yep, just snapping one low and, 250, whatever, 300, just keep going until you get to the basket. And
You don't want
the
to
other thing, no, you don't. The other thing, sorry, is the slope. Rarely have flat footing on any of these shots from the fairway. The whole golf fairway slopes down to the water. Except for your roller.
Oh, baby.
This was an intentional roller. So that's cool. I throw unintentional ones often.
And that needs to sit down. We're just, if you can use your x-ray vision and see through the hill, there it is.
Yeah, but look, he's only got 190 left to the pin.
Holy cow.
But it's uphill, very uphill.
Yeah, 2 great rips, though.
Yep. I didn't want to say anything, but I wanted to tell you that Thomas goes roller as well. I was watching this, and it was very far.
I think I actually did see this one from...
Because the wind kept it. It was so funny.
Holy cow.
That should have cut back to the water long ago, and the wind just kept it on that angle.
That's like a 600-foot roller.
It is, because he is actually past the basket. So that's
massive.
2 big boy menu throws from Thomas Gilbert, ordering adult chicken fingers. And that is behind between the cameramen, so it must be a pretty prime spot, hopefully.
Oh, I think I saw this one from up on the up by the basket.
Or were you standing on the beautiful deck up there?
Is this one that goes?
Well, there's me getting in the way again. Sorry, everyone.
No, it wasn't this one.
Stealing my camera time.
Yeah. Again, more just good forward progression. That's what this hole's all about. If you can't throw 600 feet, just keep getting closer to the basket.
Yeah, and I hate that feeling knowing that hole's coming up to end your round. Let's see if Marty can get up close for a birdie here. Looks to be a little short.
Oh, still a good shot though.
It is. This basket is in a super treacherous position. OB is 3 feet behind it, so for him to have any kind of real run at this putt might be a little bit of a mistake at this point.
I think there's a bit of a garden that's OB too.
Yes, that's right.
In front of it.
Sandy gets a great shot. As long as it sits. Yeah. So I would just try and pitch up to the basket from there and finish your round off strong.
Yeah, very good call. Let's see what Thomas does.
Big forehand.
From past the basket.
Wow.
Great shot.
He's going to get a birdie. I don't have the stats, obviously, for our stats we've mentioned earlier. I would like to say that's probably one of the only birdies on this hole today.
I think you are very likely right with that.
Well, if you and I say it, then that's the way it goes, okay?
That's law.
Yep. Marty's got a 50-footer uphill here. It probably plays more like a 70-footer. Yeah. No, he wants no part of it. Smart play.
Yep.
4 down is not respectable. That's a great score. Today's conditions, very good.
And so that garden that you can see in front and behind actually is out of bounds. So as long as you are not in there, you're not taking any
and the
extra
path,
strokes.
I believe, too.
Hey, Mom. Oh my God!
Hi, Mom.
That scared the crap out of me.
I forgot I did that.
Oh, there's me in the background. Look.
Yeah, you and Coker. Oh, you were excited about that birdie putt.
And cold.
And looked like you were cold as well, maybe. And I forgot you had a mustache as well, Julian. Looking good.
It was a little dirty.
And I know this guy here. I played with him the final round in the green jacket. Asher, I believe his name was.
Yep. He's a happy fella.
He is. And he can throw the disc very far.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was cool to play with him.
Oh,
yeah.
It's over. The round is over. Nice try, Mitch. Holy cow. That last hole. Last two,
and a nice
actually.
loving embrace from Sandy. That's going to make everyone feel good. That's good. I love you, brother. Great round.
Martin ended up, don't want to spoil anything because it's a flex start.
Well, maybe we should
if
talk
the results
about
are going to come up.
later. Yeah, let's see if the results come up. If not, we'll...
So Marty finished with a 4 down.
Yes. We'll speak about it in the Schnarb maybe, Julian.
Sure.
And that's a tough 8 for Mitchell, but I want you see plus 12 when you see a -4 and you're like, that's horrible, but he played very well. I'm impressed. He had a few, soft putts that were missed, but that's going to happen to players not been on camera and newer players.
Yeah, and he definitely held his own the whole round. That was really well played by him and by Sandy as well.
Yeah.
So she was the only one in her division, so I can announce the winner of the FPO, I think.
Who was it?
It was Sandy.
Who?
Hendel? Marty's sister.
Marty's sister?
Yeah.
She played today.
Yeah, she did right there.
That's a water tower.
And she crushed.
Yes.
She did. That was a great round.
I agree. And I hope you guys enjoyed the coverage of this flex start. We'll have an In the Schnarb coming out shortly discussing the results and leading us up into the big tournament.
Yeah. Thanks for following along, and you will see from us shortly.
Take care, guys.